Does your practice or organization have a mission statement? Have you defined the purpose of your organization? Because that's what a mission statement is. In the book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey talks a lot about mission statement. He passed away a few years ago, but he was a business consultant. He was involved at the Marriott School of Hotel Management in Utah, and a brilliant guy. His book is basically one of my Bibles. I've read it 3 or 4 times. One of the things that I took out of his book was the importance of defining our mission. Peter Drucker used to talk about mission statements as a defining North Star for your organizations. He says that the best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Diamandis, one of my mentors, talks about that all the time. How do I know where I'm going unless I'm going to figure out where I want to go? Oftentimes, and I'm sure that you feel this way too, we're running around, we're answering emails, we're going to texts, and now we're on Instagram like you are, or YouTube, or TikTok, or something like that. It's like we tend to get overwhelmed and we lose track of where we're going. And people say, I'm so busy. When you're very busy, and I'm the same way, when I'm very busy, I realize I may not be very clear on where I'm going. And I have to always go back to my mission statement. Now, when I first was in practice, I opened up my practice in 1985. I didn't have a mission statement. After about 4 or 5 years in practice, I had a small team. There were about 5 of us, and we went to Mystic, Connecticut for a little outing, and we rented a hotel room for the day. And we cleared it out, and we brought in sandwiches, and we took a big whiteboard. And on the whiteboard, we started writing all of our core values, what our goals were, etc. This was early on, and almost 35 years ago. Nobody really was creating mission statements at this time. Maybe hotels were, because in every hotel you went to about 20 years ago, you would see the mission statement. A lot of it due to the influence of Stephen Covey, who worked for the Marriott hotel chain. So we came up with our mission statement at that time, and it was very long. I don't know if I can even remember it, but it was basically to improve the quality of our patients' overall oral health through education, motivation, in a clean, healthy environment. It was so long I couldn't even remember it. But it was basically what we do today. It hasn't really changed. Our mission was always to help our patients. We shortened it about 10 years ago. And 10 years ago, the mission statement was very clear: to improve the quality of our patients' lives. Very simple. It says nothing about dentistry. It says nothing about what we do. It just says something about the who. Who are we? As Simon Sinek says, our why. Our why is to improve the lives of others whom we serve. We're in a service industry. We want to serve others. Our mission is to serve others through dentistry, but by doing that, we're going to improve the quality of their lives. It's very different than think I want to do a bunch of all-on X's or a bunch of extractions or a bunch of Invisalign or a lot of veneers this week. I don't really think about that. Now, I know there are numbers involved in running a practice because I am a business person, but I'm not thinking about that on a daily basis. I don't want to think about how many teeth am I going to take out and bone grafts am I going to do and how much surgery and how many implants, etc. I have friends that say, I do 3 or 4 full arches a week. I get advertisements every day, do 3 or 4 arches a week, etc. That doesn't really interest me. What does interest me? Do I make a difference on the people who I'm serving, whether I'm doing an extraction, a bone graft, an implant, a full arch rehabilitation, or if I'm telling them they don't need to do anything, let me just take a photograph of what's going on and let me monitor it. You know what I like more than anything? Telling a patient they don't need any dentistry. Because I'm improving their quality of lives because I take away their fear. So, why is a mission statement important? It serves as your North Star. It serves as the goal. It rallies all of the people and members of your organization around the concept that you feel really good about. And when I go to work every day, I don't really call it work, but when I go to my office, I'm always in a pretty good mood because I'm aligned with my mission, and so is my entire team. We want to make everybody happy. We also want to make them healthy. So we get to combine health and happiness and aesthetics and beauty. It's a great profession. I love it. So if you don't have a mission statement, try to put one together. Here's what I suggest. Get your team together, schedule 3 or 4 hours, buy lunch, get a whiteboard, and have your team come up with different characteristics of what they think your practice is about. Your team is going to write that mission statement for you. And then create one for your life. Create one for your family. Now I'm a simplifier. I don't like to have things very complicated. So my mission statement for our practice is to improve the quality of our patients' lives. My mission statement for my life is to improve the quality of every life I touch, whether it's in Starbucks, an airplane, at the gymnasium, or in my office or my family. And if I'm not aligned with that, my life isn't working very well. Something to think about. I don't mean to be too preachy, but I do think it helps you. Because I think when you're clear about where you're going, then you know how you're going to get there. You know what they say, if you don't know where you're going, any road's going to take you there. Without a mission statement, where are you going? Have a great day, everybody. Remember, be the gift.